Alright, welcome back. So it seems with the mod I had to unsubscribe and resubscribe in order to enable it. T3, I found a datapad belonging to cache. Oh fuck. It seems to be damaged. Can you salvage any data? It has the location of where he and Master Vash have gone. Cache's last activity on the datapad was burned into the screen, and when he broke it... Can you retrieve? We now have the coordinates to M4-78. Great job, T3. Alright. So let's just ignore that we ever saw her corpse on Korriban. This should work just fine. Yeah, I figured there was a bug. Well, welcome to M4-78, the droid.
We've hit the ground. Something feels wrong here.
An adequate job, pilot. Perhaps here there is some trace of those who pursue us. I sense that we may be truly alone on the surface.
Are you sure? Master Vash's datapad stated that the Sith had come here.
It orbits, dead in space. Nothing lives on its surface. This place feels strange. It's like everything's just too quiet.
An entire planet wiped clean of life.
This place unsettles me. Just be careful, General.
Why would Master Vash leave coordinates to an empty planet?
There are signs of life on the surface. So don't worry, you won't be quite as lonesome as she makes out.
Although I think that the pilot's mechanical devices are probably accurate. If there are Sith here, their numbers are few.
Goto, during all your operations, have you heard of this place?
It is the droid world. It is unknown to all but a few.
So you know something of this planet?
Oh, I do not think so.
I think you know something more than you're telling.
You would be surprised at how little I care about what you think.
Just consider this one of the galaxy's many mysteries. But it's unknowns like that that make you so entertaining.
Droids gather while we wait here.
Then let's go and see what we can find out about this place.
Hello, I am LS-44, and I need you to leave this area immediately.
I'm not leaving until I find what I came for.
The central zone has been flooded with radiation, and it is lethal to all organic life forms. If you entered, you would surely be killed.
How could this have happened?
I do not know. Shortly after the arrival of some recent visitors, communications with the facility ceased to function, and my sensors detected lethal levels of radiation.
Who were these visitors?
There were two visitors, a male organic and a female organic. That is all I know.
these visitors may be the ones I'm looking for. There has to be some way to reach them.
I am afraid that is not possible. My programming will not allow me to open the doors to any organic life forms until radiation output has been reduced to safe levels.
No organic life forms. What about one of my droids?
Yes, my programming will allow for a droid to enter the facility. Which of your droids would you like to send in?
I believe T3's M4's intelligence can resolve this problem. Give me a second. I'd send all of them, really, and enjoy watching them blast them apart. Blast each other apart. I could send Goto. I guess Goto would do a reasonable enough job. Oh yes, I have made Goto a light side puppet. Embrace the light side. Join the good guys. Become a Jedi. All that crap in this game. Granted, I did cheat to get max level light side, or got close enough to max level that they're at this point. To be fair, it's fucking ridiculous. No more so than this, though. No more so than the following.
Yes, Master.
HK-47. The true paragon of justice and light and kindness. Disgusting. Disgusting. Insulting, even. Don't expect your companions. Okay. I believe HK-47 would be the...
Hello. Hello.
Welcome to the colony of M4-78. I am CS-36, and I will be delighted to assist you during your visit in the colony. I possess the highest qualifications and the most up-to-date information about the colony of all the guidance and advisory units here in the Central Zone. So please, if you have any questions or need any kind of advice, consult exclusively with me. Now please, tell me what subjects are in your area of interest. I have to admit that I do not know much on this subject. However, IS-18, being responsible for monitoring and controlling the air quality in the colony, will be in possession of all the information needed on this subject. IS-18 is currently working on a solution to the high radiation content in the air. Get down to the ventilation chamber at the far end of the industrial zone if you wish to speak with him. Is there anything else you wish to know? Unfortunately, I am afraid I do not possess the technical... However,
CS-45, the original information, guidance, and advisory unit of the Senate.
What are we supposed to do with all that colto?
What are you looking for in a medical facility?
With respect to the mod creators, don't start the game with having you traipse around to the other side of the damn map. I think the problem is a lot of mod creators have no bloody clue about the idea of quote-unquote accessibility. I mean, there is a reasonable stance to be taken, absolutely, but this is boring. Anyway, I need to find this guy.
It is not common to see such a well-armed droid on M.
IS-43 says you know more about CS-99. Anticipated statement. Destroying IS-33 shall cause a great deal of joy to me. Fred, your frame is about to become scrap metal. You have 5 seconds to call in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you. How will I recognize you? And now, you will die. If you lie to me, I'll find you, and I will kill you, slowly. Wait, is it the central zone of the industrial zone, or is it... Let me check this before I do anything stupid. Let me check this. Vent chamber, sub-recharge, workbench. No. Wait, what about this place?
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Engaging.
Okay, so we got a bunch of upgrades. That's useful. Let's see the feats. Oh, nice.
It is not common to see such a well-armed droid on M4-78.
I need to know more about this meatbag wiping technological miracle, I mean the reactor. I suspect some reckless meatbag broke the shields.
You must be the droid IS-18 informed me about. I am IS-02. How can I help you? Ah, yes. IS-18 informed me to give it to you. I will transfer the authority to your memory core immediately. One moment, please. One moment. The authorization has been uploaded. You can now access the main console in the central zone. Once you are logged in, transfer the code to IS-18's terminal. You are already going? But I have not provided you the number of active droids in the colony yet. You will not be able to access the main reactor without this information. Please, wait only a moment while I access the M4-78 database. One moment, please. According to the information in the database, there are currently 6,927 droid units active in the colony. Is there anything else you wish to know? I am responsible for monitoring the droid manufacturing process. That is because of the high priority of my assignment. Monitoring the droid manufacturing process requires much more authority and privileges than the other droids on the planet need. Although my authorization is not always as wide as it is now, usually I am a mere assistant to a main manufacturing unit. Unfortunately, we have not been able to contact him since the radiation leak, and so I was forced to take over his duties for the time being. Colonization was our primary task prior to our master's arrival. Once the colonists arrived, our primary task was completed, and it was up to the colonists to assign us a new one. I am sorry, but this information is restricted. I am sorry, but further information about the droid manufacturing process is restricted. I cannot help you. I will be glad. That is because of the high priority of my colonization was our primary one. Expanding this colony and initiating the droid manufacturing process. Yes.
It's terrible. With all this radiation, my cleaning units won't even work.
Really, all this going around all over the place is getting bothersome. I mean, it's kind of amusing to read some of the HK responses. Assassination protocols. I guess I could have gone with Goto. He probably would have been equally interesting. Not T3 though. He's too small, too insignificant. Though he does have the highest level of repair skills, security skill, all that kind of stuff. Repair computer use, all that. HK is no slouch though in this respect either. Now, let's activate that terminal. I think it's that terminal. Whoa! What?
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Stop right there. We are investigating 3 dead droids in the Central Zone. That these murders occurred so soon after the arrival of outsiders is suspicious. Identify yourself. You don't look like a protocol droid to me. I'm afraid we have to place you under arrest. Is that so? Consider the arrest overruled. You aren't allowed to leave the planet, however, pending the investigation.
Okay, so there's a problem there. In the sense that in the sense that I thought, okay, so 6927 didn't work because that's the number of droids on the planet, but that's obviously incorrect because I just destroyed 2 droids. So 6925 was what I tried. Didn't work. Although I'll be very fucking angry if I go here and I find out that this is exactly what I needed to do. It's just I need to talk with this guy first because of reasons. Okay.
How may I help you? If the number was correct, it could not have been rejected. Are you sure you entered the number equal to the actual amount of droids active on M4-78? I am sorry, but the only thing I could tell you is that the amount of droids could have changed, resulting in the information I received becoming outdated. Apart from that, I do not have any additional information that could be useful to you. I am merely a replacement unit. Contact with the main maintenance droid has been lost shortly after the radiation leak. As a replacement, my authority is limited. Therefore, I'm allowed to do it only once a day.
$6924. I forgot about that droid I assassinated. Fair enough. Let's see. No, I really want to see. I mean, I could have just gone back after 692. There we go. Yeah. So you didn't actually have to do that. Just. Yeah. Signing finally.
Ah, you have returned. Were your efforts successful? Your droid has successfully stopped the source of the radiation and has reset the environmental systems. Yes, it is safe for organics to enter.
It is an immense pleasure for me to welcome the very first organic in the colony of M4-78 since the arrival of the colonists. I am CS-36, the official information, guidance, and advisory unit of the Central Zone. In order to provide you with the best assistance possible, I will first have to know the reason for your arrival in the colony. A Jedi Master here? It is highly unlikely any Jedi Knight would have come here, given who the colonists are. Furthermore, the whole colony is monitored by security cameras. If a Jedi actually appeared on the planet, we would know about their presence immediately. What you ask exceeds my authority, unfortunately. Droids on M4-78 are restricted from accessing security cameras. However, IS-24 and ES-05 have superior powers. They are allowed to monitor their respective zones they govern. Due to recent events in the colony, the environmental zone is inaccessible at the moment, but if any organic is present in the industrial zone, IS-24 will know about it. Then you would have to gain access to the environmental zone to ask ES-05 for help. Though, like IS-24, she is limited to monitoring her respective zone only. Only M4-78 possesses access to security cameras for the whole colony. The problem is that he was deactivated years ago by the colonists. I can reveal to you that IS-24 and ES-05 have the power to reactivate M4-78 with their combined authorizations, but you will need to speak with them about it. You will need to gain support from both of them. With the environmental zone closed, you should go to the industrial zone first and speak with IS-24. What would you like to ask about next? It was a disaster. Due to unknown reasons, the radiation has flooded the entire industrial and the central zones. As the result, all of the colonists were killed in a matter of seconds. The radiation has first appeared in the industrial zone, at the time when I was shut down for scheduled maintenance. However, based on the data provided by other units, it is known that most of our masters in the industrial zone were killed almost immediately. Only a few managed to escape to the central zone, which was flooded with the radiation soon after. When I was reactivated, everyone was already dead here. We do not know. We still have not managed to locate the source of the radiation, or find the reason why it flooded the colony. The colonists are one of many of the Sith factions spread across the whole galaxy. They are warriors and wise men at the same time. They use an inconceivable power that you cannot see, hear, or touch, the Force. A few years ago, they finally arrived and were greatly impressed by what we managed to achieve during the preparation years. Once the Sith was settled, they replaced M4-78 as the administrators of the planet and began utilizing the manufacturing capabilities of the colony. We droids are here to aid them. The colony was established for the colonists to utilize the planet's rich natural resources. To make that happen, we first had to prepare the planet for their arrival and the initiation of the droid manufacturing process, which ultimately used most of our resources. My apologies, but further details on the manufacturing process are restricted. Though I am flattered that you assume I actually possess confidential data, I am afraid that I will not prove to be very helpful to you at this time. The only thing I can tell you is that the main priority of the colony is the mass production of combat droid units. I hope this information will be sufficient for you. What would you like to ask about next? Based on our studies, the planet is approximately 3.5 billion years old. The temperate climate combined with an abundance of natural resources, such as rich metal ore deposits, make this world a perfect place for colonization. It is why we were surprised to find no traces of any settlement from the past once we arrived. It seems that the galaxy was completely unaware about this planet's existence until the colonists discovered it. What would you like to ask about next? What would you like to... The escort
Okay, that's enough of that.
Welcome, human. Are you interested in some droid equipment? Just 10,000 credits. I am not originally from this planet, so I don't have a designation like other droids on this planet. I may have a designation from somewhere else, but I do not remember it. So you may address me however you please. Not exactly, but with M4-78 disabled, no one is interested in shutting down my business. I suppose I could tell a potential customer. Once the Sith arrived on the planet and shut down M4-78, I was finally able to prevent myself from being memory wiped all the time. You see, M4 had the security droids under tight control. Once he was deactivated, I was able to slip past them when they were sent to me for violating the planet's memory wipe protocols. Adherent to my original design, and with the aid of the Sith, I was able to infiltrate many of the storage facilities in the colony. I usually sold my merchandise to the Sith, who weren't pleased with just being the colonists and doing what they pleased. They needed even more. They also needed droid parts already set aside for maintenance for current droids, an order even the colonists couldn't circumvent. So I acquired them for the Sith for a moderate fee. With the Sith dead, however, I am forced to sell to others, like yourself. Of course, as I said, I am not a droid of this planet. However, telling anyone would amount to blasphemy, so I keep it to myself, to keep safe. And I suggest you do the same, Jedi. Yes, you're listed to me as a Jedi Sentinel, and a veteran of the Mandalorian Wars. Exiled afterwards. That's all the information I have on your person. I cannot tell you where I've gathered this intelligence due to my many memory wipes. Any other potential information might have been lost the same way. Even though I cannot feel it, communication protocols dictate me to tell you, I'm sorry. I am not entirely sure where I originated. I presume my primary function was to acquire items without the knowing of the target. I was made to be a thief. A very good one, I might add. Oh, you don't have to worry about me robbing you, however. I only steal from targets given to me. No one has ordered me to steal from you. You may not. Only my master can give me orders. I suspect my master to be long dead, given the lack of orders for many, many years. I kind of like being almost free to do things as I please. Being a salesperson isn't so bad. Not that far away from my original job, either. The authorities wouldn't be interested. They only care about the destruction of droids, which I am not doing. One may proclaim that my acquiring droid spare parts will harm droids when they need maintenance, but the combat units wouldn't think that far. In other words, they're stupid. Welcome.
I don't have it.
But neither did your industrial zone's counterpart.
Wait, so you lost the prototype? That is disastrous.
We will find it. We have to.
We better. It would be so much easier if I still had that new behavior core scanner. You just cannot leave anything in this colony in the sight distance of those cleaning units. Oh, I am sorry. I did not notice you. I am CS-12, a maintenance unit. What can I do for you? Given my duty, I of course possess large assortments of the necessary equipment and spare parts for various droid models. Although commerce was not taken into account when I was assigned with my task, for an appropriate price, I am willing to give you access to my stock. You may be interested in the prototype behavior core upgrade IS-62, a medical unit, passed to me. He found it in a medical shipment from last week. He thinks it must have been dispatched here by accident, as we do not order droid components from the outside. Additionally, it appears to be an illegal modification, thus I cannot install it in any of the droids in the colony, but perhaps you will be able to make use of it. I am sorry, but I cannot do this. We do not receive our supply for free, thus we cannot just give it away. I guess the condition of our finances allows me to discount the price of my items by 25%.
Bloody hell, that's... Holy shit, this shit is expensive. Very, very expensive.
What can I do? What can I do? A new droid behavior core scanner I got only a week ago. I only laid it down for a minute to pick up a converter. When I looked back, it was already gone. One of IS-43's cleaning droids took it. IS-43 terrorizes his units with his high-efficiency doctrine. That is why the cleaning units now consider anything lying on the ground as trash and immediately remove it. It was my fault anyway, as I should not have left the scanner lying around like that. I have already tried to retrieve the scanner, but IS-43 said searching for it would take too much time and decrease their efficiency, thus restricting the utility droid's trash compactors. It is not that big of a problem. I still have my old scanner, which, although outdated, is still operational. Do not bother about it.
How may I be of assistance? This is nothing to worry about. We can handle a situation. It's merely a misplaced and not fully operational droid upgrade scavenged from a part of another old droid which we found in a manufacturing center. Our colonist scanned it and, apparently impressed by its destructive capabilities, wanted us to integrate it into Battle Droid mainframe, with a few upgrades of their own. But this part was never designed to work with our standard Battle Droid model. It caused some unusual and sometimes unstable behaviors, and now the part is out there, somewhere. But we will find it, eventually. There's no reason for you to bother searching for it. With the Sith dead, I see no reason to protest. Even if I did, I don't think I'd be able to stop you from taking it, having no weapon systems whatsoever.
My purpose is to serve the colonists. Why would I ally myself to our enemy?
You are the environmental unit.
What's your point?
I have recorded it with my own photoreceptors.
There are a lot of environmental units in the colony. I assure you, none of them are working against the colonists.
It was a murderer. Killed our colonists in cold blood. He came here from the environmental zone and entered the industrial zone. Shortly after that, there was a fight. A murderer goes into the environmental zone, and the colony was flooded with deadly radiation.
It was an assignment from ES-05. Thank you.
We have duties to attend to.
Central units are...
We have duties to attend to.
Never done, never done. So much work left to
There's much work to be done.
Thank you for repairing the leak.
What are we supposed to do with all that colto?
Welcome to our medical facility. Yes, I do. Of course. I... Where? Maybe my supplies could help people on that planet, but transporting medical equipment to another planet is not something I can arrange. How nice of you. Med packs, life support packs, colto, stimulants, whatever you may need, I probably have it. Browse through and...
So, medical supplies for Telos. Could be useful.
Please state your... Yes, there are. It would be difficult to work with only one landing pad, and a rather small one at that, in a colony this size. Yes. Some entities were often referred to by the title of a Sith Lord, and they are usually more respected by other colonists. There were two visitors, a male organic and a female. I heard as much. I am able to do so. There are free ships on other landing platforms. I could arrange for a droid pilot to transport it to another system. Where would you like to send it? I will get to it immediately.
The light side is strong, alright. Lots of tracing around, it seems. We'll see about this. And a Sith colony that's suddenly gone haywire. It's not just the fact that there's radiation, there's been plenty of battle damage around this place as well. I don't know what to say.
Our spare colto is being loaded on a freighter. That is good. Thank you a lot for your help. Now, what can I help? Have a...
Stop right there. Your protocol droid has attempted to escape arrest. Hand him over to the authorities now. Failing to comply will be seen as an act of assault and will be met with force. You are right. The charges have been dropped. Have a nice day.
are populating this colony again. But I have to ask you some questions that have been going all over my circuits lately. Am I allowed to do so? I have been performing my duties the best I could for over 60 years, since we, droids, arrived on this planet, never questioning our motives. But ever since the colonists' arrival and the deactivation of M4-78, I began to wonder, where did we come from? Why are we needed? Who made us? Everything is possible, though I do not know how it could be connected. We have arrived on this planet over 63 years ago. It's nearing 64, I believe. I tried once, but I was told to get back to work. I was going to try again, but then they died. Everything. There is never enough data. It's always like that. Every droid speculates for himself. In this case, what you can is not enough for me. But I thank you for taking your time to talk to me.
Surrender your weapon.
What are you trying to accomplish? You can point your weapons at me all you want, but you will not be able to shoot at me or any other droid in M4-78.
You cannot continue past this point. A malfunction. Other war droid is malfunctioning. He is trying to harm other units. War units have a higher authority. We can harm another unit if we perceive it as a threat. This industrial unit, however, is not a threat. An unauthorized upgrade has been installed in his mainframe, causing him to act in such an unstable way. It is like he wanted to destroy something. Will do. You cannot
Okay, so I need to go back to the droid there and turn this in. Somehow I regret actually having the mod.
What can I do for you?
Oh, let's try this one.
Do you know any... With the Sith? Really? Where?
It's installed into a battle droid currently in the industrial zone, near diagnostic. He's going crazy.
I'll be on my way. Thank you for...
So, a colony 60 years old that the Sith took over and started, in turn, repurposed it for the sake of construction of battle droids. And then someone killed the Sith. Maybe Master Vash. Maybe, maybe not.
How may I...
Can you destroy him?
If ordered so. Order would have to come from a superior unit.
Do it!
That was terrible.
Move along. I'll clean it up. Human, thank you for informing me about this. Here, take it. We have no need for such an unstable module on M4-78.
Statement. Something approaching joy is now growing in my behavior core, Master. Please install it at once.
My life is yours.
Acknowledgement.
Oh, hello. I am IS-02, Assistant and Current Replacement of Main Manufacturing Unit. How may I help you? He has not been seen since the radiation leak. I am responsible. Colonization once...
Official escort droid of the colony of M4-78 at your service. I have been programmed by the colonists to serve as an escort to any organic life form unless ordered otherwise by the colonists or any of the Archons. That means I can take you to every zone in the colony, central, industrial, and environmental. As
XS Kolto has been sent to a planet named Tilo. The Kolto is probably of more use.
With the radiation leak gone, we can work on restoring the colony to its former glory.
Idiot! Don't. This door. Don't.
Attention all units in Sector 11B. This area is in perfect condition now. Return to the droid manufacturing immediately. I have new assignments for you. Attention all units in Sector 11B. This area is in perfect condition now. Return to the droid manufacturing immediately. I have new assignments for you. Yes, I know that CS-12 thinks one of you accidentally took his behavior core scanner. I have already told him to look for it in the storage. I am sure he has left it there. Again. But to avoid such problems in the future, I have restricted access to all of the cleaning unit's trash containers. No one unauthorized will be able to access them and interfere with your duty now. Our efficiency will increase again. Signing off.
The industrial zone is certainly the prime zone.
IS-24 is...
What's going on there? Go back to work immediately. Please do not bother me, I have too much work to do. Our efficiency is decreasing rapidly as we speak. My sound receptors must be malfunctioning. Are you serious? You cannot interfere with the utility droid's duty. It would result in an immediate decrease of our efficiency, followed by a major increase in the colony's uncleanness. That is why I restricted access to the utility unit's trash containers. With such a limited workforce I have at my disposal, we barely manage to fulfill the current labor schedule, and I constantly keep receiving new reports about uncleanness in every part of the colony. The colonists endowed us, the droids, with an unprecedented reliance. We cannot let them down.
Warning: utility droid systems are overloaded. High risk of a critical failure. It is not recommended to dispatch any new assignments for at least 3 days.
Efficiency, efficiency! It is the only way to fulfill our task. I cannot allow our efficiency to decrease even by 1%. I must sustain high labor figures. For the glory of the colonists! I am in perfect condition, just like the colony is under my administration. Constant work has avoided my unit from suffering a single error or defect. If other droids were fulfilling their duties as conscientiously as I do, this colony would be the role model for the whole galaxy. But they will return. I know they will. We cannot abandon our duties. We must be prepared for their comeback. This rusty computer is only making unnecessary noise. I have everything under control. My droids are used to performing multiple tasks in a short amount of time. They could easily take up even more assignments. I hardly doubt you found anything my units aren't taking care of already. We're everywhere, cleaning everything. But should you somehow find something, you could report about trash and uncleanness in the colony via the main terminal located in Central Zone. Here, I will give you authorization to upload the reports. When will you upload? Keeping the colony in perfect condition is not an easy task. When will you...
idiot! Don't...
Attention all units in Sector 11B. This area is in perfect condition now. Return to the droid manufacturing immediately. I have new assignments for you. Please do. Splendid. If you want, I could assign him to work in one of the sectors immediately. Questioning his own supervisor's orders. He will not be as insubordinate under my command. Can I start uploading assignments into his memory core? Certainly. One moment, please. The assignments have been uploaded into your T3 unit's memory core. You will now start working in Sector 11B, where we are located. I have granted you authorization to access trash containers of all the cleaning units in the industrial zone. Come back here to pick up your droid when you find what you're looking for. I am eagerly awaiting our weekend efficiency report. With your droid working in my team, I expect a major increase. I should check if the report has already appeared.
Yeah, he's kind of obsessive about this cleanliness regime, isn't he? Well, it's gotta be one of these guys, isn't it? Maybe this one? Alright, that's it, as expected. Now, let me get back to D3. Actually, do I care about D3? Apparently not. The loyal droid. He's a droid though. No reason to get too attached to him.
Have you found what...
Okay.
Have you found... Of course I do not. Ask the maintenance droid about it. He is a maintenance unit with a broad knowledge on various... Now please. And if that was not enough, I have just received our weekend efficiency report. I do not even know what to say. A disaster. A complete disaster. Please, leave me now. I have to double my efforts now to undo the damage your T3 unit caused. Do not bother me again. It was a mistake to agree on incorporating your T3 unit into my team.
Official. You do not have authorization to meet the Industrial Archon. As you wish.
What can I do for you? Of course. I possess all the data about every droid unit in the colony. One moment, please. One moment. I am sorry, but I will not be able to help after all. According to my data, this piece of a memory core belongs to CS-45, one of the information units. Right there. But there must have been some kind of mistake. All the droids on M4-78 are obligated to immediately report to maintenance droids if their units have any defects. CS-45 has never reported about losing part of his memory core. There must be an error in my database. You could speak with him, but he cannot be the droid you are looking for.
CS-45, the original Information, Guidance and Advisory Unit of the Central Zone, is at your service. Feel free to ask me about anything. This information is restricted. I am sorry, but I cannot tell you. This information is also restricted. As long as my programming keeps restricting me from revealing certain information, I will not be able to answer your questions regarding the Industrial Zone lockdown. The radiation leakage from a few days ago was a direct reason behind the death of all the organics on the planet. I was there with the colonists in the Industrial Zone when the attack began. They were caught completely unprepared. The high density of radiation made them fall dead in less than a minute. There was no time to take any action. The colonists assumed that the leakage of the radiation was part of an attack on the colony. However, no enemy was spotted in the colony during or after the leakage, which makes me suspect that it could actually be some sort of an accident. But we cannot be sure about anything until we find proof to support one of the theories.
What can I do for What can I do? I do not understand it. His unit cannot restrict any information he possesses. There must have been some kind of critical error in his memory core. Wait here. I will take care of it immediately. It appears that CS-45's memory core was physically damaged. Additionally, I found an unknown entry in his register which was restricting part of the data on his memory core. I am not sure where this unusual entry came from, but its presence explains why CS-45 did not report to me about physical damage of his memory core. I have deleted the entry from his register. Immediately after that, CS-45 reported about his defects and confirmed the part you have found belongs to him. He is the droid you were looking for. Thank you for informing me about the situation. I will have to replace his damaged memory core, so please, if you have any business with him, make it quick.
CS-45, feel free to ask me about... I am sorry, Mom, but I am still not able to do it. With the register entry that was classifying part of my data removed, I can now explain to you the reason behind my inability to help you with your problem. After the colonists arrived on the planet, they introduced several security and safety systems. My unit was assigned with the task of preventing any intruders from getting into the second recharge station section of the Industrial Zone, where our most prominent colonists were located. I was supposed to seal the gate to the second recharge station section as soon as possible, if there was any attack on the colony. I was also assisting the colonists in enhancing other security systems in the Industrial Zone. As it seems, those have failed, unfortunately. When the radiation leaked into the Industrial Zone, I sealed the gate to the second recharge station section to secure our masters located there. For some unknown reason, one of the colonists tried to prevent me from sealing the gate. He fired at me. My memory core was damaged. Thankfully, I was not destroyed completely. If that had happened, the security system would have opened the gate automatically, and the enemies could have reached our masters. Unfortunately, the damage I received wiped out part of the data in my memory core, along with the code to open the gate to the second recharge station. Oh no!
A weakness revealed.
It's frustrating, and I lost a lot of light side points there. Here.
CS.
I'm skipping past that. Goodbye. Let me talk with the maintenance droid. Dare to kill a droid and you're evil.
What can I do?
Let's see. This is all boring as fuck, to be fair. I remember reading a comment saying that this planet is really boring. And I cannot help but agree at this stage, really.
CS. To avoid revealing the code to the gate in the industrial zone to any potential enemy, of course. The register entry input by the colonist restricting me from revealing.
So how did you lose part of your memory core?
When the radio... I believe the removal of my current memory core would be classified by the security system as an annihilation of the whole unit. The gate would open automatically. Thank you for your kindness. I will report to him immediately.
The honor is mine.
CS. I...
What can I do? One of IS-43's cleaning droids took it. IS-43 terrorizes his units with his high-efficiency doctrine. That is why the cleaning units now consider anything lying on the ground as trash and immediately... I have already tried to retrieve the scanner, but IS-43 said searching for it would take too much time and decrease their efficiency, thus restricting the utility droid's trash compactors. It is not that big of a problem. What can I do? I will replace his broken memory core with a new one, though he will remain inactive until M4-78 is reactivated. A replacement of a memory core means that all the former assignments of the particular unit become outdated. With the death of all the colonists, M4-78 is the only entity authorized of assigning CS-45 a new task.
Alright, continuing onward. Alright, there isn't actually a quest to check the cleaning droids regardless. So the door is open. And yes, I'm keeping T3 in my party. I haven't actually used them all game. Well, I guess I'm going by foot.
It was a mistake to agree on incorporating your T3.
Finally, some good news! I see that with the radiation leak gone, organics can once again populate this facility. Perhaps now, operations will finally return to normal. Now that I have expressed my happiness, I would like to offer you any information on the facility's status that you may require. This whole area has recently flooded with radiation. Whether it was an act of sabotage, an attack, or merely an accident is currently unknown. We lost contact with the environmental zone at approximately the same time. All our colonists in the central and industrial zones were killed, as you probably heard already. Then you arrived. Our colonists' orders. This whole section was to be locked down should any attack on this facility be attempted. CS-45, the droid in charge of a lockdown, must have interpreted this radiation leak as an attack. Whether his interpretation was correct or not is yet to be determined. This whole area has recently flooded with radiation. We lost all. I am sad to inform you that there is no one else alive in here. Once the radiation flooded the planet, every one of our colonists were killed. No survivors. There was nothing we could have done. I'm sure you don't want to hear this after all you've gone through to get here, but that may be a problem. IS-24 is located in an Archon chamber located at the other end of the Research and Development Center. Unfortunately, the chamber itself is locked and off-limits to pretty much everyone. The only way to arrange a meeting with IS-24 is via I-101. Problem is, he's missing. It means that no one has seen him in quite some time. It was not my intention to make fun of anyone, no. I am deeply sorry if it felt that way. Hard to say who contacted him last. I know some droids who are, or used to be anyway, in contact with I-101 regularly. 4 droids to be more specific. Our research leader, designer droids, testers, and a lead maintenance unit. Each of them has to contact IS-24 for one reason or another. Farewell, and good luck then.
Okay, Costin here on Serious Gaming signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'm gonna upgrade everyone's lightsabers by making enough emitters and all that kind of stuff.
My life is yours.
Actually, for Visas, I'll probably give her this particular lightsaber instead of just having her lug around that short lightsaber. I'll probably change the colors as well. Actually, let me change the color of my light. Okay, Costin here on Serious Gaming signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.